What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless reading. My name is Jordyn. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below. I do have 15% off all my services now through the end of January, and I am a master Reiki practitioner, so go ahead, check that out. I'm also giving away free 15-minute readings on my Patreon channel. That's where I do monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, weekly Patreon only videos, and now the live Q&As in regards to the Lead by Light series. So go ahead, check that out if you want help on your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, right? Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. But Cancer, let's get into it. Let's see what goodies we have going on for you guys. And I want to use Tarot of Dreams for you. Tarot of Dreams is a unique deck as it has cards that are called palace cards, right? Palace cards describe the environment. And so if we have like a Palace of Cups, it's an environment that's full of love. If we have a Palace of Cups in reverse, it's an environment that is lacking emotional stability, right? Okay, so if that comes out, I will let you know, right? But just an example. Show me what I most need to see for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Cancer. That's my dog. In the background, if you heard that. Show me what I most need to see for Cancer. Okay, they're showing me a waterfall. Waterfalls to me are indicative of like cleansing. This is like a very big washing away. This feels like a release. Okay. So maybe this is a very turbulent release. It makes a lot of sense because our nodes are switching on the 19th. So there's a lot of things ending and closing out right now. And I think this is like the coming to terms with it. Because waterfalls to me as a reader are like, okay, I'm ready to cleanse myself of this. It's like the working through it, right? Some of you, your head and your heart are not on the same page though, right? So even though like mentally you might be aware that this needs to be let go of, emotionally you might be struggling to actually purge it, right? Yeah, Five of Cups. It's the card of mourning, okay? The card of mourning. It's working through the actual emotions of the release because it's the card of, you have 3 cups that are spilled, but it's like, okay, well, I have 2 cups that are upright. It's, okay, well, this is kind of poopy, but I do have something to look forward to. I still have something to hold on to, right? It's the recognition that although things might not be as I had hoped they would be right in the situation, I do still have things that fulfill me, right? It's the card of mourning. Let's continue for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I heard exorcist. I'm getting such like really drastic terminology lately in these readings, and it's kind of catching me off guard, you know? We have the Four of Wands. The exorcist, which is weird. I think it was on Patreon. It was either on Patreon or it was a personal reading. It was this energy of, I didn't get the word exorcist, but there's been a common energy of like wanting to pull things out of oneself, like really struggling to like purge things to the point that it's like, okay, I need this out of me. I know this needs to come out. We have the Four of Wands and Temperance. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles and Justice. Okay. This King of... this is your own masculine energy, this King of Pentacles. I feel the throat space getting tight. It's not in regards to communication. I feel like this is a part of you not being fully honest with yourself, and I feel that's why it's like this pulling, this need to pull it out of yourself almost, right? The Four of Wands and Temperance, it's wanting so bad to pursue stability, but not having the faith, like the true faith in oneself to take that step. Like it's hard for you to just say, I gotta do it. I gotta do it and do it. Just go ahead and do it. It's like it takes a long time to just take that leap, right? It's like an overly cautious energy, There's justice here, the scales. This doesn't feel like balance to me. It feels like weighing your options. It kind of feels like a I almost want to say sedentary, like a hangman state, like staying in the hangman for too long. It doesn't feel like balance like Libra. It feels like, let me think about this and think about it and think about it and think about it. What are my options? What are my options? What's the best option? Is it this one? Is it that one? What's going to bring me the most practicality? What's going to bring me the most stability? And it's kind of like you're always trying to do right by everybody, everything, by yourself, for your finances, for this, for that. And it's like, what's the perfect decision? And it stops you from moving forward, from having faith in what you really know you can do, right? Because the masculine energy is taking action on the tangible. And it's like you get so stuck in this practicality of trying to find balance and like this perfect reality of like the ultimate ideal homeostasis that you don't move forward with the faith in yourself and the faith of what you really want, knowing that what you really want can also be very stable. Right? Okay. Four of Wands and Temperance. You're mourning an old foundation, an old form of what was. And with Temperance here, there's a need to find, it's not healing. This isn't healing, Temperance. This is the moderation. There's a little bit of people pleasing going on here is really what this feels like. I feel like this justice is accommodating other people as well. You're self-sacrificing a bit. That's what this King of Pentacles feels like. I feel like there's a lack of truly loving self, Cancer. That's really what this feels like. Like, I care so much about the people around me that sometimes I forget what's of my highest good, what I want to do for me. Yeah. Because the King of Pentacles is very stable. It's very grounded. They know how to provide. They know how to create. But this is somebody who's second-guessing themselves. Because they're wanting to keep the balance and moderation, make things fair for all the foundations around them that they already have established, aka other people, relationships, things of that nature. Okay, let's see what else we have. Here they come. Yeah. World, here's the endings, Judgment, the Soul's Path, and the Six of Cups, the old connections, right? There they are. There they are. You know you're leaving these people behind, right? The Five of Cups, you're mourning them. And you're like, but I want to do right by them. But I feel bad, and I know I need to do these things for myself. So how can I, like, not feel poopy about having to let this go and also do right by them, but do right by myself, and blah, 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 blah. People please, blah, 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 blah. It's not selfish to meet your own needs. It's not. With the World closing out, you're understanding this lesson as kind of like, it is kind of like the final test. Judgment is the soul's call, but it's also Judgment Day. It's decisions, it's choices. It's choices to let go of the old way of doing things, the past, the imbalances in relationships. There's a little bit of manipulation going on here. There is. Because the Six of Cups is imbalanced relationships. It's kind of like allowing the way that other people are affected by your choice to do this for yourself to affect you. Like, oh, they're sad that, I'm doing this and I'm ending this cycle and it's making me feel bad. And now I feel like I need to accommodate or do something for them. And nope, you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. Queen of Swords. That might be cold, it might be cutting, but you know it's true. You know it's true. It's uncomfortable, though, because it's a new way of being. It's a new way of being, right? Why do I feel like there's something like dangling in the... It's my hair. My hair is getting long. And I'm like, why do I feel like there's something hanging in the back, like a necklace or something, hitting the back of my shirt? And I'm like, wow, my hair is just getting long, and I'm not used to it, like, hitting my back. It feels weird. I have my hair up so often. Okay, let's clarify. I actually want to use the Divine Feminine deck for you. I don't really think I use this in Cancer readings much. The Marchetti Tarot, I usually use this a lot in like Scorpio. Libra usually calls me for this. Who else? I don't think I've used this for a Cancer reading. But yeah. Let's see what comes out. I want to look at this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is Libra energy. Please be mindful that these placements, if this is resonating for you, check out where Libra is in your chart, right? It doesn't have to be your sun sign. Honestly, I personally always watch my rising sign first. If you want to know more about like how to interpret tarot as a viewer, I have a video on it linked down below if you want to see what I recommend and why. It's in the description box. It's pretty cool. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Oh, I don't want to sneeze. No. Stop it. Don't do it. Okay. Alright, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Five of Cups. Yeah, you're like, I don't feel bad about it. I really don't. I really don't. The only time I feel bad about it is when they make me feel bad for it. That's manipulation. It's manipulation. I don't feel bad about it because I'm doing what I know I need to do for myself. Devil in reverse. Letting go of my attachment to people. Right? Codependency. Ten of Cups in reverse. Letting go of relationships that really aren't healthy. Okay. It's not saying necessarily that the relationship itself isn't healthy, but the form it was taking is not beneficial. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be coworkers. There has to be... Nope, it's just my hair. Okay. Let's look at this Queen of Swords. Let's get one more. For Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, we'll take this. Knight of Wands, Five of Swords, Hermit, Ten of Cups in reverse. Because you're disconnecting from this old Ten of Cups energy, these people are probably going to start like picking with you, right? Picking fights. But doesn't that happen when we start to set boundaries with people and they're not used to us setting boundaries? Like they start to come at you like, oh, you're acting different and you're saying no to things that you used to say yes to, and you're drawing a line with me that I'm not accustomed to you drawing a line about. How dare you? How dare you? Five of Swords, conflict, right? Arguments. Knight of Wands, very impulsive, combative energy, right? It's like the argumentative teenager throwing the tantrum. Man, I'm not getting my way. And the Queen of Swords is over here like, well, this is not emotionally fulfilling, so I'm not going to respond to this behavior. Because the Hermit in reverse is like the ghosting energy. It's like, I have nothing to say to this. Nothing. Because it's not going to give me any kind of happiness or emotional fulfillment, so it's not really worth my time. Yeah. Okay, that's the overall energy. Now, let's get into what we're mourning here, this Five of Cups. Some of you, this could be the person you're dealing with. Oh, Queen of Swords. There you are. All right, some of you, I feel like this is the person you're dealing with. Like, they're kind of mopey. They're kind of like struggling with the fact that you're setting these boundaries. Yeah, because Queen of Swords is, I know I need to do this. And it's not necessarily cold, but it's just it's very direct. Like, this is my decision. I've made my choice and it's my truth. Done. Dunzo. Devil. Okay, this got interesting. With the Five of Cups and the Devil, I feel like you're laying this boundary because what is going on? I have like a dog hair something. I'm just all of a sudden very uncomfortable. Let's go. It's my nose ring. Okay. It's like, what do I see here? We have the Five of Cups and the Devil. The Queen of Swords no longer, this is manipulation. This is manipulative behavior. Because look, the Queen of Swords has their back to the Devil. It was like this, sorry. Has their back to the Devil. It's kind of like, I'm not going to entertain this. You're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to make me feel bad, for making my decision. And I'm not going to tolerate that, right? They're like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was coming. And I cannot cave, right? I need to do this for me. Redundant, I know. But let's look at this Four of Wands. Let's see what the old foundation was. I don't really even, the Devil doesn't feel overpowering whatsoever, which is really nice. It just feels like, I feel like Cancer, you're really aware of what this is. Remember, energy can be reversed, so be mindful if you're embodying this double energy and you're dealing with somebody who's the Queen of Swords. Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is drama. It's also competition and conflict and determination. Between this is an Ace of Wands energy. Some of you found this old foundation something that was becoming harder and harder to maintain, and it wasn't worth the fight anymore, right? It wasn't worth the effort to maintain that way of being or that job or that relationship, right? It wasn't worth it. Because there's an Ace of Wands in reverse there. It's just like there's something better that could come of this. Let's look at this Four of Wands. Yeah, Six of Swords. Wanted to move on from it. It was time for something new. Yep, Eight of Wands, which is a new foundation. There's a new foundation coming in. There's something that's more stable trying to manifest for you. With the Six of Swords there, and it's going to move you into an area that's more peaceful, that's away from conflict, that's away from drama. And it's kind of like this is necessary. This old way of being or this situation or this relationship is just too much conflict, right? So whatever changes are going on right now, divine time. Boop, boop. Oh, look, and there's Queen of Pentacles. We have a King and Queen of Pentacles. That's pretty cool. Let's look at Temperance. Let's see what... Oh, okay, that was quick. Queen of Pentacles. Hello. Okay, so we have a true pair going on. This is my perfect partner pair. This could also be your own masculine and feminine energy, right? As her teacher and student, which is really interesting for this pair. Teacher and student for me is typically like a Hierophant in a court card, or a High Priestess and like a Emperor and Empress. I've never had teacher student with this pair. This is my perfect partner pair in tarot. This is like the power couple for me. So this could be two individuals that are mirroring each other. This could be family members. This could be friends. This could, again, just be your own masculine, feminine energy. This could be you learning how to find moderation between your feminine, which is energy that you create ideas from, and your masculine, how you actually take action on things to bring them into the tangible, right? So let's say you have an idea to make a move or to start a project or to create something, right? And you're hesitant with your masculine energy to actually put those ideas into tangible form. You're working on fixing that within yourself, right? For others of you, it's realizing that you and your partner both have healing to do on an internal level as individuals to become more stable, so you two can be that power couple, that perfect pair, right? Okay. So take whatever form resonates. So if this is a relationship, there's boundaries being drawn to overcome like attachment, addiction, codependency, because that's what the devil's indicative of, so you can move into a new foundation that's more stable. Okay, because the Ten of Cups is at risk here. This is really similar to a Libra reading I did yesterday, and you have Libra showing up. Just saying. It's really similar. And I think Cancer even showed up in that reading too. So let's look at Temperance again. No. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah. It's gaining the knowledge you need in order to claim your own independence, to become secure and stable as an individual and release yourself from the scarcity mindset of a lack mentality, right? Of the fear of not being enough, of not having enough, of not succeeding, of a failure mentality, right? A Five of Pentacles is also abandonment, right? So if your feminine energy is having this fear of, well, what if I don't succeed there? Or what if this is the wrong move? Or what if it's the wrong relationship? Or what if they abandon me, etc., etc. You're learning that the more confident you are in yourself, the more you have faith in yourself to take action on things, right? And so the more you start to think differently, and the more you abandon, right, this mentality of, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, blah, 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 blah. The more you get rid of this limiting belief, in your feminine, the idea where our thoughts are created, the more confident you're going to start feeling in yourself. Really nice. So let's look at the masculine energy now. I like this King of Swords showing up. King of Cups. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm going to take all these back. Ooh, okay. Four of Pentacles. Wow, okay. There's a lot of attachment going on here. There's a lot of attachment going on here with the Devil. So we have the King and Queen of Swords, the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. A lot of true pair energy going on. So either you within yourself are balancing a lot of your own masculine, feminine energy, so you become a very stable individual within yourself, or you're in a very strong partnership, okay? But there's a lot of attachment with the Devil and the Four of Pentacles. That's the major and the minor for me as a reader. The Devil is a card of attachment, codependency, addiction. It's the things that we struggle to let go of and release ourselves from. It's the ego, right? It's being stuck inside a certain framework. I said framework. And this particular Four of Pentacles is a dude in a frame. That's actually kind of funny. But the Four of Pentacles is like protecting what's most precious to you. It's the things that we're attached to, what we hold on to most, right? It's struggling to break out or break away from the things that are familiar to us, right? So this King of Cups, they struggle to build, to have faith in themselves, to create a new version of themselves, because they love things so much. But just because we love things doesn't mean that they're healthy, right? They become very emotionally attached to things, but just because we're emotionally attached to things doesn't mean that they're of our highest good, right? I could be emotionally attached to my freaking phone, but it doesn't mean that's going to be good for me to stare at a blue light all the time, because then I'm never going to get proper sleep, because my brain's not going to freaking develop enough melatonin for me to knock out at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Horrible example, but I'm just like putting things into perspective for you, right? It's an addiction, right? So take it as it resonates. But let's look at justice. That just feels like an emotional addiction. This could be someone who's like addicted to high highs and low lows. This could be someone who's addicted to believing that they're not worthy of happiness, or they're really holding on to a certain emotional state, like, oh, this is as high as I can go, so I can't strive to be more than this because this is all that I'm capable of being, like limiting beliefs, you know? What are you emotionally holding on to? A scarcity mindset that you can't build more for yourself? Think about it. Let's look at justice. Six of Pentacles, yeah. Oh my God, so much. There's so much going on here. This is a long reading. This is such a long reading. With Justice and the Six of Pentacles, this is someone who's telling themselves that, oh my gosh, we're stable, everything's fine, but you're not. The Six of Pentacles is someone who's like, everything's good. Everything's good. I've got this under control. You know, I'm weighing all my options, but they're not open to receiving the things that they're trying to create and manifest and build in their life, right? If you're only putting energy out there and you're so scared of actually receiving what you are creating, it's not going to come to you. That's like saying, I'm going to make $6,000 this week. And then being like, oh my God, what if it doesn't show up? It's not going to come to you then, right? It's not going to come to you. Because you're scared of it. You're neutralizing it. You're neutralizing it. It's your feminine, it's distorted feminine energy. It's Taurus energy, which is Empress energy, which is feminine energy, which is present energy, which is heart space energy, which needs to be open to receive energy. Connect the dots, you know? Six of Pentacles. It's the energy of giving and receiving. It's a law of attraction. Again, this is somebody who's definitely practicing how to balance their masculine and feminine, but it's also two people needing to find their own balance within themselves. Okay, so take whichever story is for you. So let's see what's closing out here. Whoo, 10 of freaking Wands. You have a lot of cyclic energy going on here. Yeah, this is big old burdens. 10 of Wands. 10 of, I just heard old way of being. So this is someone's like entirety. I feel like this is someone, how they perceive themselves, really. Yeah, Two of Swords. There's the opening of the heart space. 10 of, yeah, they don't feel worthy of success. That's really what this is. Not feeling, yep. It's not feeling worthy of success. It's the limiting belief. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords. It's the closed heart space. The Ten of Pentacles is not just monetary. It's not just finances. It also has to do with the physical body. The Ten of Pentacles is the physical world. It's a tangible world. So if you, let's say you're trying to like lose weight, or you're trying to like feel hot and sexy. If you do not believe that, so let's say like my goal is to lose 5 pounds, right? If you don't believe you can lose those 5 pounds, if you're not open and receptive to believing and visualizing yourself how you want to see yourself, you're already doubting yourself in some way. You're blocking your heart from having that faith in yourself to embody the energy, that higher frequency, that higher state that you want to be in. You're self-sabotaging. You're self-sabotaging. Allow yourself to be all that you want to be. That's masculine and feminine. It's yin and yang, right? It's polarities, dualities, all that. That's the transformation that's going on here. It's someone who is it's a failure mentality is really what it is. It's a failure mentality. It's someone who's scared to succeed, to have stability in the material world, right? To have success in the material world, who's scared to receive that stability in the physical body and in the finances, in the home, whatever area that it is for you. But a Ten of Pentacles is not just family, like a stable family environment, because it does represent the family. It's not just the body, it's not just your money, it's all of that. Okay? So just because it shows up as coins, don't forget that it's also your health. Okay? Let's look at Judgment. Four of Cups. Yeah, it's a card of rejection. You're being called to see that you're being offered exactly what you want, and you're like this. No, universe, I don't want it because I don't think I'm deserving of it, and then don't want to admit that to myself. So I'm going to sit here and be poopy about it. It's my tantrum card. Someone throwing a tantrum. The universe is like, hey, here's the opportunity to have everything you want. And you're like, nope, I don't want it because I don't secretly feel deserving of it. So, poop. Let's look at the Six of Cups. I feel like this is somebody who's pushing your buttons. How do we go from setting boundaries with somebody? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Are you projecting? Are you two projecting onto each other? Yeah, Six of Wands. And the Hierophant. Oh, Melinda. Okay, so it's throwing out the old contract. It's throwing out the old contract. Hierophant, there's the teacher. Student and teacher. I get it. Okay. I get it. The Two of Pentacles. It's almost like you're unsure of how to recognize this lesson. The two of you are ping-ponging this lesson. The Six of Cups is typically like in traditional tarot, it's someone who's older and someone who's older holding the hand of someone who's younger, right? So it's the student and the teacher, or the parent and the child, right? The past and the present, things of that nature, right? And so it's recognizing that you're dubbing the past over the present. And you're also ping-ponging that with the Two of Pentacles in this relationship or in this dynamic with somebody else, or between your masculine and feminine energy. And that's what needs to end. Wow, you have a lot of cyclic energy. But with the Hierophant here, it's the need to throw out the old rule book, right? The old way of thinking and believing. Because the Hierophant is institutions, it's contracts, it's the way of believing, it's the higher consciousness energy, it's religion, it's the church, it's a lot of things. But to me as a reader, it's the old rule book, right? It's the rule book. It's throwing out the rule book you made for yourself that, okay, well, this is as big as I can get. That's not true. Get rid of that. Because you can be as big as you choose to be, and you've limited yourself. So now break down the circle that you've made for yourself and make it a little bigger, because the universe is like, hey, it's time to be grand. And you've only allowed yourself to be great. Okay? I love you. This is what I have for you. Go be grand. And I'll see you next time.